Our Saturday evening, not going to be too much here across central Texas. It'll consist of very quiet conditions, dry conditions as well. Very warm here across the area. It's still pretty warm over in Killeen. This is our live Centix scene. Let's get our sky tracker. The sky tracker is actually on the rooftop of the One Killeen Center. Still 98 degrees, feels more like 97 because of those dew points in the mid-50s. So filtering in a little bit drier air here across central Texas, but not enough to knock the feels like temperature down a couple degrees. We do have a breezy southeasterly wind at about 13 miles per hour at this time. And it's still pretty warm all across the area. Still 100 degrees over in College Station, 95 right now in Hearn, 98 in Temple, 98 right here in Waco with the slightly southeasterly wind anywhere between 5 to 10 miles per hour. Killeen, like I said, a little bit breezier in that direction at 13 miles per hour at this time. Our exclusive Viper radar, we can't even buy a cloud. We can't get any sort of rain here across central Texas. It's looked like this for the last several days. And unfortunately, that'll be the case for the rest of your weekend into the early part of the work week as well. So we're going to switch over to the tropics for just a minute. We've been eyeing several different disturbances out in the Atlantic, actually one in the Gulf of Mexico just to the south of Miami, just to the south of Florida. That does have a 40% chance of developing over the next week. It will have a westward progression likely into South Texas. It more than likely will stay away from central Texas, but we could get a little bit of tropical moisture into our atmosphere due to that system. Back off to the east, all across the Atlantic, things have really fired up. We are watching 4 other disturbances behind the one in the Gulf of Mexico. Just brewing in the Atlantic, considering how warm the water is and whatnot. It has just been, I mean, things are just starting to fire up, like I said. Again, this is a formation chance over the next 7 days, and they all do have pretty high chances, especially one of them has now been named a tropical depression number 6. Also, like we have been mentioning, we are watching Hurricane Hillary off in the eastern Pacific. Now a Category 2 storm. It's got a north and northwestward progression at about 17 miles per hour. Maximum sustained winds at 100 miles per hour at this time. Going to make a beeline into southern California, into parts of New Mexico and Nevada over the next several days, but it's not going to be a Category 2 hurricane. Likely when it makes landfall, it'll more than likely be a tropical storm, if that. But a lot of heavy rainfall inching its way into that part of the country that normally doesn't get a whole lot of rainfall, especially when it comes to these tropical disturbances. The last time there was some sort of tropical storm over in the southern part of the California area was back in 1939. So it's been several years, several decades since then. But here across central Texas, I mean, it'll be more than likely the same on Sunday as well as our Monday. Very dry conditions, very warm. Afternoon highs will top out in the 100s once again on our Sunday, on our Monday and Tuesday. More than likely for the rest of the week into the following weekend as well. We could get a little bit of tropical moisture heading into our Tuesday afternoon. We're going to go a very small chance of rain in the forecast for us here across central Texas, but I think most of the moisture is going to remain well to our south. Overnight lows will be in the 70s and 80s, mainly clear skies. A southeasterly wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Afternoon highs tomorrow. About 108 degrees here in Waco. This is some dangerous heat that will continue under mainly sunny skies. We're likely going to tie, if not break, that record from back in 2011 of 107 degrees. Highs tomorrow all across the board, anywhere between about 105 to as high as 108, possibly 109 degrees here across central Texas and the Brazos Valley. And with that excessive heat warning has now been extended through our Sunday evening for all of central Texas and the Brazos Valley. Your long-range 10-day forecast looks like this: triple digits for the rest of your weekend into the following week. There's a very small chance of rain I was talking about on Tuesday, only a 20% chance in the afternoon and evening time frame. But like I said, I think most of that moisture is going to remain well to our south, with overnight lows here in Waco, Temple, and Killeen in the upper 70s, primarily in the lower 80s. Bryan and College Station will also go a high of 108 tomorrow, 107 on Monday, 20% chance for a couple storms on Tuesday down in that direction, but still keeping very warm conditions in the forecast for the rest of your work week into the following weekend. Overnight lows primarily in those lower 80s.